It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
He's whirling over something here and just chucks it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They'll run here with Tyjae Spears. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Riley Moss with that tackle. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Go!
And the Packers are there. He's slowed down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Lions ready for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40.
Ready up.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Set. Ready.
They send the tight end in motion. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Ready, ready.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
One of the tight ends motioning right.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 5. Gets this one to Watson. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Panthers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Returnable from the 2. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions reach pay dirt for the 1st time this game. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down throw. Here's Love. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 29. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. His 1st target doesn't lead to his 1st catch. And it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Love. That's caught for the 1st. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Laporta with the grab. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
70 Lions.
They'll throw it again. He's going deep. The disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. He's trying to go deep again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play now. Caught by the open man. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense up to the line fast. They are throwing it again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
Let's go.
Still sticking with the passing game. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Spears pushing for the end zone, and it lost the football. It's not loose. Packers pick it up, and they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Hey, listen, inside the 5-yard line, that ball needs to be welded. to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free. Whether someone puts a helmet on it or not, there's players ripping at it from both sides.
On first down, they'll run. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 16. On target to Musgrave. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow their lead on the turnover. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Returnable from the 1. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So it'll be 2nd down. Williams coming in motion right. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Riley Moss with that tackle. He gets a couple and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those little modest gains, Kate, that I like as a club. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10 from the 41.
Go.
Throwing it again here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's taken in by Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Working inside the red zone. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Throw complete to Williams. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Look out as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game,
Let's go.
you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Check out.
Right up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Catches many down the right sideline. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 3-possession game. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't give push to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambo. It's the Lions. With it, 3rd and 2. Look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
19 Tiger. 60 down. Ready?
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Fast.
Working quickly here.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Complete out to the right side. And And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And now it's second down. Back to throw now. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Laporta. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 31. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Throwing it just before halftime. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Go!
Love out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Connects on the crosser. And this isn't result quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Cut my team! Cut my...
Now looking to throw. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing his love on 3rd. That's caught for the first. Touchdown Green Bay. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready up! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come on, come on. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
Pass play coming here. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Go!
They'll throw on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll throw it again. Completed here to Spears. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The rookie from Georgia has it. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun now for Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run it from the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Juke the defender. And the Lions are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders or offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Working inside the red zone. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cardi with the extra point. And the Lions will trail by 25. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Watson, quick pass wide. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he runs this up close to midfield at about the 48. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
The give here on 2nd. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Packers football to start the 4th in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. Looks like the Lions going with a dime set here, 3rd down.
Come on, set. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it an 18-point game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Love back to it after the pick. On target to Musgrave. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Check, go.
They'll run here on first down. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Go!
Here's Love to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
18 Rattler. Let's go. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. He puts everything behind this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense up to the line fast. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Laporta with the grab. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They go play action on first. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Now that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Throwing from the gun. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Malone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ready.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now they send their back in motion right. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after them.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready, break. Set, go.
Back to the well again. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Another carry for him. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Got it. Ready?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Let's go. Ready.
Love from the gun. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now on 1st down. All in left side. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And in for the Detroit touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Take it to the house.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Give now to the running back. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set. Go.
They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. And the Lions sinking pass here. Dime package, third down coming up.
Come on, come on. Hut, hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing. Try and push it deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. He finds Laporta. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Inside the 30. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Escapes the pocket. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Has a hole left, room to run. Into the red zone. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the far block with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Packers grow the lead now to 22 points. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So this is a Packers win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.